everyone.
Hello, hi.
Yes, this is our 4th episode.
Whoop, whoop.
Yay!
You've made it so far.
That's it. Filled the gap. Amazing.
Today we have got a special episode because we've got Amy with us.
Yay! A very special first guest. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Hello.
Hello, Amy. So Amy is with us to obviously have some amazing fun and share more about her business.
Yes, Amy's an entrepreneur.
Try to be.
Yeah.
Excellent. So we've got Beauty with Amy Louise.
Hello.
Yay! That's so exciting. All right, so I think we'll get more onto what Amy does in her business a bit later, but I think we need to know more about Amy and have a fire round question.
Let's do it.
Get
I'm a bit nervous.
Yeah.
Let's get straight into
Amy, what is your go-to lazy dinner?
It has to be spag bowl.
Yes.
Yeah,
Nice.
Well
love
done.
a good
That
spag
is-
bowl. It has to be with spaghetti pasta though,
Not shells.
not anything else.
Yeah.
those.
That-
I love those and
Oh.
wagon wheels.
That's
Wagon
fine for any other
wheels.
pasta sauce, but not spaghetti bolognese.
Yeah.
It's got
That's
to be
fair.
spaghetti.
Yeah.
That's fair. You?
Mine is if you could travel back in time, what era would you go to?
Like Bridgerton era. I want like the fancy dresses and the dances.
What year is
And
that?
I don't know what year that actually is, but it's got to be like
1800s? Is that
yeah,
before
it's
Well,
pretty-
I was going to say 50s.
that? And that's the age gap.
Yeah. Yeah, it's,
Oh my goodness.
not many women's rights, but they had fancy dresses and they did dancing and
Their outfits are cool.
just that Downton Abbey. I just love all that sort of
yeah.
era.
Love, yeah.
Mine's another go-to. What's your go-to thing to do to pass time?
Oh, it's not a good one.
That's all right.
TikTok.
Yeah, that is mine.
That's a terrible habit.
Yeah.
Does so much
It does
time.
waste a lot of time.
Waste so
Yeah.
much time. I've got
Yeah.
books on my bedside still to read, but
Yeah.
just TikTok. You end
Yeah.
up down this warren of things. I don't know
Yeah.
how I got there, but I do.
Hours later, you're
Yeah.
like, well, that's the time.
And
Yeah,
you're like, oh my
yeah.
God, I need to go start work tomorrow. Like, I
It's
need to
dark
sleep.
outside.
Like, yeah.
Yes, it's a terrible habit, but
All right, my quick one: polka dots or stripes?
polka dots. I think they're more fun. Stripes, I feel more, you're straight.
Business.
Business. No funny business.
As
Just
Michelle's wearing a striped jumper.
oh, sorry.
Straight business, folks.
But a bit lady.
Straight business. Yep. I mean,
Yeah.
well,
Polka dots.
Yeah, polka dots. I'm
Fun.
a
Yeah.
polka dot person.
Yeah.
yeah, you would be. I can see that. Yeah.
My dogs are Dalmatians.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense.
No,
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
clumsy. The last question could break friendships.
Okay.
If you were in jail,
Mhm.
would you rather Mel or me next door to you?
Oh.
It's more like who would be next to you, but why?
Oh.
As in, that is a hard one. 'Cause you've both got things that would be handy.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Yes, this is true.
So handy to have in jail, or the reason you're in jail?
That would be you.
Oh. Yeah, that would be you. In jail, yeah.
That's
because
Mel,
of
by the
you.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Mel, yes. But I feel like maybe Mel, only because you've got that confidence and I
Yeah.
would be your friend. So I feel like everyone else, I'd be safe because everyone would want to be with Mel.
I agree.
You
Everyone would be
start
friends.
this little club.
I agree. I'm
and
a
I'd be
pussy.
in that club.
Yeah, don't go with
Yeah,
me.
but then you're like, you'd be very like clever about things on the quiet side.
And small. I can be a small
Yeah,
friend.
yeah.
You're like prison break friend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
get in
our
all the
tall club,
crevices.
we keep a tall club going, and then that would be
Yeah.
our thing.
Yeah.
I
And
like
Because
that.
we're so tall, if I'm not a tall person, no one's going
Yeah,
to want
Yeah.
everyone. Amy is also
Yes.
6 foot.
Yes, I am. So
Yes.
no one will want to come near two tall people.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This is true.
Well,
Yes.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, but I'll be slightly behind you.
Just All right, so let's lead into your business.
Mm.
That's why we're here today. What made you want to start a business such as Senegence?
Well, so I've dillied into it a few. I have my own candle business for a little bit, so I've always wanted to have my own little side hustle.
Yeah. You need them these days.
Yeah,
You have to
it's
have a
just
side
handy,
hustle.
and it's just good
Yeah.
to have your own little thing that you enjoy, like a hobby.
Yeah.
But with Senegence, I've been using the products for a while, and me personally, whenever I find anything that I love, it can be anything. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter what it is. I just want to share it.
Yeah.
So I just want to share things that I've found helpful and I found useful and that I love. And I'm like, everyone should just get it.
Yeah. I agree.
Like I'm like that with anything.
Yeah.
And so with these products, I fell in love with them, and I was like, I could show people how to use them.
Mm.
And that's kind of how and I saw the benefits to having this little business. And yeah, it's just taken on, like, it's just God, it's been almost 3 years now.
Yeah.
That was my
Yeah.
other question was
Yeah,
how long
it's
has it been? Wow.
3 years
Yeah.
in September.
That's
That is
awesome.
And it's just, and I'm just still enjoying it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's been a
That's
really
good
nice
that you
little-
still enjoy
yes.
it. Yeah, that's so
Yeah.
important.
What's the
Yeah.
most rewarding part out of it then?
I think it's just my own confidence has grown so
Yeah.
much. So if you like, I scrolled once all the way back to when I started, and my confidence now is just, it's doubled.
What did you
Yeah.
think when you saw that first video?
Oh, it was cringeworthy.
Yeah.
I'm like, how did I sell anything? But I did. Like, I had supportive people.
Yeah.
But it was just so good to see my own personal growth, and I've met some beautiful people through the business as well.
Mm.
And it's just pushed me out of my shell that I did not know I could do. So
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
It is
Yeah.
network marketing is powerful. I
Yes.
used to do Arbonne and my self growth, because you'd work on your personal development so much, and
Yes.
that's the one thing I miss about it.
yeah,
Because you're listening to audiobooks, you're
Yeah.
doing everything you can to improve yourself.
yeah,
And I mean, because it's such a, I don't know if this is the right word, niche business, you can get a lot of people hating on it.
yes, that's
And
the problem.
it's the word. What's the word?
You got to have harden your shell a little
Yes,
bit,
yeah.
because unfortunately, like these sort of business like MLMs, like the
Yeah.
triangle scheme, they do have bad rep.
Yeah.
And there are people out there that give them that bad rep.
Yeah, for sure.
But in the end, I am just another shop front. I'm buying
Yep.
product and I'm selling product.
Exactly right.
And I'm only doing products that I
Yeah.
love. So
I
Because
know.
you love your products and you know it because you've
like
done
I'm
them
not just
yourself.
selling a secret pill that's going to do this amazing thing
Which
that
we
it
all
doesn't.
need.
Oh, yeah, you got one? Yeah.
It works.
Lost it, mate, lost
If
it,
I
bro.
find one, I'll probably sell it.
Thank you,
Yeah. No, you have
But,
to. You
yeah.
have to love it.
Yeah, you do have to have a bit of a harder shell, but then yes, you have your days where you're just like, why am I doing this? But then you
That's
get
like any
rewarded.
job though.
Yeah, I
Any
have that
job.
all
Whether
the
you have your
time.
own business or not, it's any job.
Any
You're
job.
kind of like, oh, another day at work.
We're only
Yeah.
human.
Nope, I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have
For
those
sure.
days anywhere.
Yeah.
So,
Nah, it's a good business.
yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
Anything that you want to share with our listeners that you could pass on to if anyone's out there aspiring
Yeah.
to start something, like their own little business?
Yeah.
What's one thing that you've now look back on like, yeah, that was a really good business starter for me?
I think just having the mindset, like I do say side hustle and I say hobby, but I probably shouldn't say that, because if you say side hustle, it's only ever going to be a side hustle.
Yeah, good on you.
Whereas
That's so
but
true.
my passion for this business is full time.
Yeah.
Like I want it to be.
And the
I've
perk
got
is it's
huge
your
goals.
hobby.
The perk
Yeah.
is that I enjoy it and it's my hobby, but I want it to be a full time thing.
Yeah.
So in my mindset, this is going to be my business
Yeah.
for a long term,
Yeah.
and I've got these big goals, and you just got to be consistent with it.
Yeah.
You just got to consistently show up.
Yeah.
Because if you're up and down with it, then your customers or your people are going to be up and down with you as well. So
yeah.
just to be consistent and just have that mindset that, no, I want this long term and I want to do the big things. I can
Yeah.
do the big things.
Old jingles that slapped.
Oh, the slap part. I think I'm going to be more
Yeah.
on Mel's side of
Yeah.
this one.
Like, what is slapped?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well.
Amy is my age.
Yes.
She, all right.
Wait, I'm a little.
You're older. I
I'm
know you're
older.
older. I'm just trying to figure out how many days, but my
Not
brain
ready.
doesn't go that far.
Are you February?
I'm February
Fourth.
4th. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was lucky. So Amy's my age, so I think this is going to go back to art
That's
era
fine.
and the whole slapped thing. I think I'm on board with it now.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. So
Mm.
old jingles. So I will go first. There's going to be a bit of singing in this one. So
no.
heads up, all the listeners. 1366 7070 roof roof.
Oh, and the roof. Yeah. And what
Yeah.
was that for?
Rubber seal? No, that's Clark Rubber.
Is it Roof Plus?
Roof Plus. Yeah.
Yeah,
Roof Plus?
Roof seal?
Roof Seal.
I
Roof
should have.
Seal?
I should have been
Yeah.
prepared for that.
I had slip, slop, slap.
Oh, seek and slide.
Mm,
Good one.
I'm sorry, what?
What's that for? Slip,
Seek-
slop, slap, seek and slide.
That is your generation.
Oh,
they added
what's
on more, didn't
yours?
They
they?
did
They
100%.
did. Yeah.
We
Oh.
just had slip, slop, slap.
Oh,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Put on some sunscreen and slap on a hat or something.
What's the
Ah.
new added? What are they
slap.
for?
Seek and slide.
Oh, seek
slip on a
shade.
shirt, slop on sunscreen, slap on a hat, seek shade, slide on sunnies.
Oh.
Simple as that.
Well done.
Slide and shade. Okay.
Yeah. There you go. That's
Yeah,
all I knew.
that-
Wow.
Yeah, wow, that's amazing. All right, Amy, what do you got for us?
I've got decorate, ray, decorate, ray.
I don't know
When
that.
I shampoo my hair, I I get this feeling. Oh,
My decorate.
What is that for?
Shampoo.
Shampoo.
I still think about that every now and then when I'm shampooing. I don't think it's around anymore though.
That's
No,
hilarious.
but yeah,
Yeah.
they sang the song in the shower and some of the shampooing their hair.
She didn't.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
great.
yeah,
Are you saying
singing to the bottle.
decorate?
Decorate. I think that.
Decorate.
Oh,
Decorate.
like Tresemme?
I think it was their brand.
DECORE, maybe.
Yeah.
1300 655506.
The
That
helpline.
is reading writing
A
helpline.
writing helpline.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like the one we had that reverse call. Did
yes.
you have that?
Yeah.
I don't know whether you had mobile phones, so probably not. But from a payphone,
Yes.
he hit 1-800 or 1300 reverse on like the keypad, and you could reverse the call to like your parents' home phone, and you could be like, "Mum, I'm at the train station. Come pick me up."
Oh, and that's
And
it.
then Mum would pick it up from the home phone and be like, "Here, Mum, I'm at the train station. Come pick me up." And be like, "Oh, okay, I'll go pick up Mel." from the train
Oh,
station."
cool. So it's like leaving a voicemail message.
Kind of, yeah. And it was a free thing
Ah.
from payphone for I had Happy Little Vegemite. Well,
Yeah.
Happy Little Vegemite, so bright as bright can be. We all enjoy
That is
our
a good
Vegemite
one.
for breakfast, lunch, and tea.
Do you like Vegemite?
I love Vegemite.
I don't.
Oh, really?
No, my parents are Poms though.
Oh,
Yeah. I actually had my ex, his dad made me, he hated sushi, so I gave him sushi, and he made me 3 different types of having Vegemite. You had it on the cracker, in a toasty,
Yep.
and then he made me Vegemite broth.
Oh.
All disgusting.
Yeah, well, I think the broth would be.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would eat it off a spoon right now.
Yeah,
Like
no.
a Vegemite scroll. Yeah.
No.
I remember for Vegemite they had a promotion going where you had to film in a school your own Vegemite commercial, and it was actually my brother at primary school, and Mum was involved as well, and they had to film a ad, like a commercial
Wow.
for Vegemite, and I can't remember what they've done. I'm sure
That's so
when we
funny.
have Mum on, I'm sure she'll tell us.
Yeah.
But they had Vegemite rosy cheeks, like and there was a Vegemite on their cheeks and stuff. But
That's
yeah, they
awesome.
actually did it. I was like, why not? Make someone else make your commercials.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Perfect.
The Cotties cordial. My dad picks a fruit,
Goes
goes
to
to Cotties,
Yeah.
and makes a cordial.
I
Like
best.
best. I know that bit.
You don't know the rest.
I don't know if I've heard that for a while. That's probably why.
Like
My
marching
memories.
through the barnyard,
Yes,
the fruit
it
bar.
was- Yep, the vine yarns.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
funny.
I had banana boat.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I had Lube Mobile.
Oh, that's
13,
it,
30,
yes.
32.
Why are yours phone numbers?
That's all I remember. I'm great with numbers. That is
Programmed into
true.
your head.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Yeah, that is probably
Yeah.
why.
That just flashed back me to like our first episode where we did the TV shows. And
Oh, mine were
yours
all.
cartoons.
That's right. Oh gosh. My brain.
It is. That's how it works.
Yep.
The other one I had was Cadbury, and it was like, wouldn't it be nice if the
Oh.
world was Cadbury?
But do you remember when that was the cartoon advert, wasn't it?
Yeah, and there was like surfing inside a chocolate tube.
Oh,
Do you remember
yes.
the gorilla?
The gorilla? Yeah. The
Or the 2 kids with their eyebrows?
Mm.
Dun, 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 dun. Do you remember that?
That's a visual. That is Michelle lifting each of our eyebrows.
Because I can't raise one.
I'll remember that.
But
Yeah.
the kids, they were just sitting there really like still and didn't
And
move.
just had their eyebrows go.
And they just,
Oh, right.
I can't do it.
Yeah, no, I don't remember that.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
Well, this isn't really a jingle, but you remember we used to have videos
Mm.
and you'd have to watch that pirating thing at the
Yeah.
start? Like you wouldn't
It
steal
was
a
so
car.
loud.
You wouldn't steal, I don't know.
Yeah, you
Why
wouldn't
would you
this
steal
from
it?
here. You wouldn't
Oh,
steal
that was
petrol from the petrol station, but yeah.
I've watched it.
It might have been DVDs, I think, but at the start.
It's
Oh my
100%
goodness.
Yes.
I've watched a
true.
TikTok once and it's like when you've fallen asleep to a DVD and then after a few minutes it replays and you just wake up because it's like dong, dong, dong. And you're like,
All right, back with Amy from Beauty with Amy Louise.
Whoop, whoop.
Amazing. Also check out her socials
yes.
because
We will put them in the episode thread
Check
down
the link
below.
there.
So
Yes.
posh.
And we'll obviously share on our socials as
Yeah,
well and
for
tag
sure.
her because this is
And go follow
fun
her.
times.
Yeah, this is good.
Now your husband is FIFO.
Yes.
Fly in, fly out.
How do you cope with that? What are your challenges? What
Challenges.
I mean, because he's a chef.
Yes.
So does that mean that you're cooking, obviously, for you and your 2 kids? You've got 2 kids.
Yes.
I was
While
just about to
he's
say
not
that.
here,
Yes.
does he cook when he comes back? Because it's his job.
Good question.
It's the same as often cleaners don't have a super clean house because you don't want to do the job when you get home.
Yeah.
So he does cook, but it's probably still quite evenly shared, and I probably don't get the same kind of food that he does cook out there.
Yeah. I tell you what though,
Yes.
he made us chicken wings once, like did the flavours, and they were amazing.
He did good for us.
Yeah, that
really
was good.
Yes. But that's not what we get every night.
Yeah, I can imagine. Is it, no, I don't want to say bland because obviously that will make you think it sounds bad, but is it bland food?
He just does a lot
out there boring or food, no, here at home.
At home, he does a lot of pastas and just
more easier, convenient
easy stuff.
Yeah, that's a better word than bland.
Yes.
Yeah.
But how else do you find, obviously, having your 2 kids? How old are they?
They are 4, almost 5 next week,
Ah.
and 7.
Yeah.
So we are. I feel like we're at a good age because I have done this previously when my daughter was 2 and I was pregnant, and I think I lasted 6 months, and then I was like, no, you need to come back.
Yeah,
well, that's hard if you're pregnant as well.
Yes, pregnant and I wasn't well, and so it wasn't ideal then. But now we're at a better age where they are more independent. So no, it's going okay because he's on even time.
Oh,
so even time means he does the same amount of time away as he is home.
That is good.
He does 2 weeks away, 2 weeks at home, whereas previously he's done 2 weeks away, 1 week at home.
That's hard.
So yes, so I think the even time makes a huge difference.
Yeah. I agree.
Well, Mish and I both had previous partners that have been FIFO.
Yeah.
And I mean, I struggled. That was Violet's dad was FIFO.
Yeah.
So that was definitely hard with kids, and they miss a lot too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely the challenges that come with it.
Yeah.
But then it's also great because you're like, okay, bye. And then you're like, woo, like you're back 2 weeks, yes.
Yeah, that's it. Like you get back to like missing him again. Like that's a nice feeling. It does
keep, I guess, the honeymoon stage of a relationship extended because you always look forward to them coming home.
Yeah, that's right.
And how long have you been married for? Sorry, put you on the spot.
We're coming up to 9 years.
Yeah, wow.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, yes. No, I feel like at the moment it's a good balance. And the challenges are like when he's away, obviously I am full-time mum, I work and I've got my business. And it does make it hard when I've got things I want to do on the weekends and stuff. I've got to juggle around with the kids because I don't have,
for sure.
My family's in Melbourne, so I don't have a lot of family support here.
Yeah.
But then when he's home and he's
full focus
because he's focused at home,
That's
and then
awesome.
I get jealous because he's not working. He's just got 2 weeks where he gets to do whatever he wants.
Lounge around.
Yes,
that is a cool part of it.
Yeah.
It. So Dad, here's the kids. See ya.
Yeah. I know, but that's the other thing I need to think of. When he's away, he does work really hard. He's exhausted by the time he gets back, but I'm also exhausted. So we need to find this balance where I'm not completely just like, all right, you're home now. Relax.
Yeah. Here are the children. Bye. I'm out.
You gotta stay switched on.
He's a different level of tired, and I'm a different level of tired. So we're just, I've just got to
make it work.
That's so true.
Yeah. Be aware that he's also working really hard when he's away, and he does.
Yeah.
I think it's really important communication when you're in a FIFO relationship.
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah.
And even just that aspect because they feel as though they have been working super hard. And it can be that they don't realise how hard you've been working.
Yes.
It is important.
Yeah. So you just got to recognise each other's battles, I guess.
Yeah.
And
now I want to know a couple of things. Well, look, you're my mate, so I know these, but the listeners don't. How did you meet Andy?
It was on a netball court.
Cool.
Oh, that's not what I thought.
Oh.
Okay, maybe I don't know you as well as what I thought.
No, so I did meet him through a mutual friend. So I hadn't met him before. I knew who he was. And then we're both in the Defence Force. We both played defence netball.
Oh, cool.
And there was a netball trip in Brisbane. And these netball trips were all about netball, but there was also a lot of hookups. So
nice.
A lot of hookups.
Whoop, whoop. And
I had left my previous partner about 6 months ago, and I was seeing someone that probably, oh God, I hope Andrew's not listening to this, probably wasn't an ideal partner to have at the time. And then my friend, our mutual friend, sent me Andrew's number, and she said, just a hint, because she knew he was a nice guy. She knew he was a good guy. But in her mind, it was just for a hookup. And that's what happened on the
9 years later, you're married,
on the little trip. He came to my room, and then I kicked him out at 2 a.m. and said, "Girls can't see you. You need to go."
I love that.
But then he kept messaging me.
Oh, I love that.
I didn't expect anything from it, but and then he was living in Darwin, I was living in Adelaide, so we were long distance for a year.
Wow.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah, but I then managed to get moved up to Darwin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Darwin is awesome.
Love Darwin.
Minus the crocodiles.
I've never
Yes.
been.
Oh,
We should go to Darwin.
yes, it's a part only during dry season. Don't go
Yeah,
during wet
no.
season.
Yeah.
But
It's awesome.
it's just a relaxed party town.
Yeah, I like that.
And I was shocked how small it was, like the town,
Tiny.
because you could walk the city in less than a day.
Oh,
You couldn't do that in Adelaide.
Even
Yeah.
there's just one main street and
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that though.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that's not what I just thought you guys met in defence and that was it.
Yeah, no, we met both played netball. So I used to love saying that my boyfriend was in the Navy and plays netball.
Yeah.
Because everyone looked at me like, you sure he's into girls?
Yeah.
But yeah, no. And then because he used to play centre.
Oh, so he was the runner.
He was a runner. I was a
Good
shooter.
work.
But when we kept chatting for a little bit, because I'm 6 foot. And my previous partner was shorter than me, and it used to do my head in. It made me real. So I was very.
Same.
I'm self-conscious of my height. So having a partner that's smaller than you, as a woman, you feel like large. You
I
feel
couldn't even
really
imagine
large.
that.
You
Yeah.
just feel big.
Yeah.
And you never wear
Imagine
heels.
a
No,
partner
yeah,
shorter than
yeah.
me.
Then you slump over, and
Tiny.
then I remember that he played centre. So I'm like, I just asked him, "How tall are you?" So I was like,
Straight off the
I'm
bat.
just gonna
This is
cut
it.
this
It's
out.
good to know.
Yeah.
But no, he's 3 centimeters taller. So
Oh,
we kept chatting.
wow.
Yes.
Does he keep
Good.
remind you that he's 3 centimeters taller? Or?
It is in our house. We've got a measuring chart with the kids and mum and
Yeah.
dad on top.
Good.
Yeah. And it's 3 centimeters.
Yeah, it's 3 centimeters.
Nice.
I love that.
I kind of wish I was tall.
Yeah.
It has its pluses and,
Yeah.
I mean, we can get things off the top shelf,
Yes.
but you're closer to tying your shoelace than what we are.
True.
Your pants fit better, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You cut yours off, we've got to add the extra hem to the
Yeah.
pants.
Yeah. That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the thing.
Yeah.
So, back with Beauty with Amy Louise. Let's talk some more beauty things. And I want to know, what's your number one makeup or beauty tip that you'll give people?
Come see me.
Yeah. That's a good
Well
one.
done.
Yeah.
Come see me. But just make sure your products are clean beauty, because that means clean beauty, like, yes, there's vegan beauty, which my products are, but there's also clean beauty, which means they're not full of nasty chemicals.
Yes.
Because a lot of you can go to Kmart and get a lot of products that I do sell, but they're probably full of chemicals that you've got to question. So clean beauty means that they are mostly natural and they're just no nasty. So
I actually saw this the other day
Yes.
because you posted it.
yes,
Um,
about the face mask.
Amy posted, face masks, and they were directed for children because they've got Ariel,
Disney
the mermaid on it,
characters.
all the
Yes.
characters on it,
Yeah.
and on the back you realise it said keep out of reach of children.
Yes, because there's a
Oh.
lot of chemicals in there, and
Yeah.
there's also some chemicals in there like that are good for acne, but like my 7-year-old
Doesn't need
doesn't
that.
need acne
Yeah.
No.
treatment yet. So
Yeah.
you just
Yeah.
got to be aware. And a lot of time when you look at ingredients, it's so confusing to understand them. So if you Google them,
Yeah.
then it's going to tell you.
A lot of people don't realise,
No.
like, they
No.
just think,
You don't
well,
think
off the
about
shelf
it.
and that's
Yeah.
And cheap. You think
Yes.
price.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the higher end products you're paying for them, but
Mm.
it's better in the long run.
Exactly. They
Yeah.
last long. They do better for your skin. They let your skin breathe. But also with makeup, you want your skin to be in a good condition.
Yeah.
Your makeup, like I heard this the other day and it just stuck with me that skincare is a necessity, but makeup is an accessory.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
that.
So your
That's good.
skincare
Let's add
needs
that
to,
as a quote.
yes.
That's a quote, yeah.
That's awesome.
Your makeup can't be perfect or a 10 if your skin is not in the best condition. So take care of your skin first
Yeah.
and then add your
I
makeup.
actually, when I was doing Arbonne, I learned that it takes 8 seconds for a product to go into your bloodstream once you put it on your skin.
Okay.
Interesting.
So whatever you put on, like, be careful because it's getting in there.
Yes,
Yeah,
so you just
it
got to
is.
worry about what happens, long term.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wish when I was younger that every time I went out, I would come home and take off my makeup.
Yeah.
I wish I'd
Yeah.
always taken off my makeup, but you come home and
Did you never?
No, you just
I never used
sleep
to
in your
either.
makeup.
I never went
Yeah.
out.
No, you're still young. You still go out. Yeah. I just never
Yeah.
took it off. It was.
Yeah.
I
always
find that
on.
I do it because that's my favourite part because I hate wearing makeup.
Yeah, you're not a huge makeup person.
No.
Yeah,
So
so
my
getting it
best
off
part-
feels like,
yeah.
it's like taking a
It's
bra off.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't wear those either though.
Yeah.
Itty bitty titty committee.
You're lucky.
Yeah.
I don't know, what is your favourite product?
Oh, that's what I was going to say.
Oh.
Sorry. Yep, I had actually written that down.
She got you.
What is your, out of everything you sell and everything that you know, promote, what's your one favourite product?
It's the shadows. Eyeshadows. Yes, that's
Shadow
probably
sense.
originally what got me into the brand because I can't do powder. I could never do powder shadows. So these are cream to powder.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means that they go on like a cream and you brush it out and you don't end up with all this powder all over your face.
So is it like liquid?
like more like creamy.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, and you don't need much. So just one little dot and you spread it out.
Is it, what's the applicator? Is it like on a stick?
Like a wand.
Yep, so
yeah,
like a lip.
like a lipstick
Yep.
wand. Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, so just a little bit and it's just more forgiving.
Yeah.
So
And
yes,
pigmented?
very pigmented.
Yeah, that's good.
I think if
want
you gave me
something.
powders, I still probably can't do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wow.
And I find powders come down like my face onto my
Yes,
cheeks
they
and stuff,
do.
and then you're like, oh, now I've got to redo my foundation.
Yes.
Like, it's,
Yes.
yeah. It's
I
a
actually
hard
always
thing.
start with eyes.
You're one
Yes.
of those people.
But
Yeah.
it's probably
Do
a
you-
powder thing because you do end up with it everywhere.
Yeah.
So you need to clean it up.
And mine is, I get a
Mm.
lot of forehead lines. So
Mm.
if I'm doing my eyes, my foundation then has heaps of lines in them. So I
Can
do
you
my,
look to the camera and do that, please?
because if I do my eyes first, then it doesn't matter. And then I do my foundation afterwards.
I do have to say, one of my favourite products of yours,
Mm.
obviously I use it a lot, Mocha Java,
Yes.
the shadow
Mocha
sense.
Java.
Yes.
But I
Good
like the shimmer.
one. Yes.
Yes.
Use it on your cheeks and your
Wow.
eyes.
That's probably a good thing about that.
Mm.
It is.
Yeah.
A lot of your products you can use
Multi-purpose.
multiple.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
use
good.
them in different areas
Yes.
of the face.
You can.
Yeah.
So one product
What's
goes a
your
long way.
favourite skincare product that Synergence does?
Oh, so I've just recently gone on to microbiome. You
Mhm.
might start hearing that term more in the beauty world.
Yeah.
So it's basically products that are going to reset the pH level on your skin and they're
Good.
going to keep the good bacteria in and keep the nasty bacteria out.
Yeah.
So it's another skincare item and it's just reset my skin. I used to be a very dry girl. I used to have acne as well. I had really bad acne before I got into these products, like Synergence back in the day. That was not taking makeup off correctly either.
Yeah.
I had
Yes.
bad acne, but yeah, so the microbiome I found has completely reset my skin. It's not dry, and I've just had like my monthlies, my period, and normally that's when I break out in acne. I've
Yeah.
had none.
Wow.
That's
So
good.
yes, that's what I'm really loving
That's
at the
really
moment. Is
good.
Can you
the
please add to my cart?
sure.
Ching.
I can do.
Ching. Yes.
Yes.
And what is it? Is it a cream? Is
So
it a
there's
liquid?
a
Is it a...
cleanser, there's a serum, and there's an evening moisturizer.
Oh, so it's like the
Yeah.
set.
It's like another range of
Yeah,
cleansers.
range,
Yeah,
that's the
so
right word.
yeah, it's basically
It's good.
Oh, that's
yeah.
awesome.
Yes.
I remember you let me borrow a Synergence product once. It's the one that had the balls in it.
Oh, vitamin C.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
fun.
Yes.
I liked that.
That one is good. So,
Yeah.
so it got the vitamin C, and it's like the vitamin C is like protected in those balls until
Yeah.
you pump it out.
Yeah.
That is one thing I love about Synergence products is that they're the air. What's it called?
Airless pump. So
Airless
It's
yeah.
good, isn't it?
Yeah, it comes up
Yeah.
from the bottom, and you keep
can
using
see
your
it
product.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's no wastage. You can see
Yeah.
exactly what you got left.
Because
Yeah.
the worst part is when you
Yeah.
get to the end, you know there's heaps more in there and you can't get to it.
Oh, and I always get like a cotton bud, and you're like scraping the barrel to get it
Yeah.
out because you're like, I paid for this, I want
Yeah.
to use it.
Don't
Yeah.
waste
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
No, yeah, I do
Yeah,
love that
that
about
is good.
Synergence. And you've travelled with Synergence?
Yeah, so I've managed to earn a couple of trips. So went to Port Douglas last year, which was incredible, and this year we're going to Anglesea, Victoria, for a wellness retreat.
Cool.
Oh,
Initially, when they said Anglesea, I was like, Anglesea, that's going to be cold. But
Yeah.
it's at a wellness retreat. So
Oh,
3
that'd be
days of
fun.
relaxation.
and he's from Victoria.
Nice.
Yes, I'm from Victoria,
you know
so
them
I
well,
was
yeah.
like, Anglesea.
Yeah.
You go there all the time. But no, it's like it's something I would never normally do.
Yeah,
So,
that's fun.
and yeah, we have our training events as well, which are usually in Brisbane, Melbourne, and
Mm.
I've trained at them. And I've got another one coming up in July.
Wow,
So
that's a
And you're a
milestone.
speaker, aren't you?
I'm a speaker again.
That's
They
a
asked me back.
milestone.
Oh,
So,
Yeah,
you
that's
did-
good.
yes.
Did it well the first time.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's another way pushing me out of my comfort zone, getting up in a room full of like 60 people and talking.
Yeah,
And
intimidating.
Trying to pass on my knowledge.
Yeah.
So I make up on the spot. No, I don't.
Yeah.
I prep. But yeah, so yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just good. You get to see all the girls that I feel like I've got friends in every state.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
that's
through this
awesome.
business.
Yeah.
It's a good community.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
for sure.
uplifting. Everyone's supporting each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. All right. Well, it doesn't have to be Synergence related,
Mhm.
but a fun fact about you. What is it?
Not me.
Yeah.
I always, this is the only one I can ever think of, and I hate saying it. I don't know why I hate saying it, but I am a war veteran.
Yay!
I spent 6 months in Afghanistan back in 2013.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
so-
10,
That's
11 years
awesome.
ago.
Yeah, 11 years ago now. Wow.
Yeah.
But yes, and it sounds crazy, but it was such a good experience.
Yeah, I
So-
can imagine.
It was a good experience, and
And you shot guns?
shotguns.
Yeah.
I had to carry a pistol on me at all times.
Wow.
So yeah, it sounds like I was obviously nerve-wracking the first time flying in. I was like, oh my God, what am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm going into Afghanistan. I was
A war
flying in. I was
zone,
like,
yeah.
we're in the air right now. And I was just, once I got there, I felt, yeah, it was just a really good experience. And it opened up my eyes to Afghanis, sorry. They're good people in a bad situation.
Would you say it's like the movies?
In what way?
Like the war scenes? Like
The
the...
war zones where they
Yeah,
drop in and
yeah.
there's
Yeah, so
guns are blazing, I guess.
yeah,
and-
definitely. Like I stayed on base, so obviously I'm not in the front line. I stayed on base.
But the front line was happening while you were there?
Yeah,
Is it
yeah.
always happening? I don't know if that's a stupid question.
It's always like, so you would see like helicopters land, and then the guys just rush out and jump in a
Wow.
helicopter, off they go. We did have a soldier that was killed while I was there from our base, so we had to have
Yeah.
a full funeral, like a ramp service for him.
While you were there?
Yeah, so that was
Wow.
really.
do that though.
Yeah, it was
very
a full,
emotional.
very emotional. So they
That's
brought him
super
out, and yeah,
confronting.
it was
Yeah.
And then you knew when it happened because they cut our internet. So our internet would go out, so that we couldn't tell anyone in
People.
Australia before the family knew.
Wow.
So the
That's
internet just cut
good.
out, and you knew straight away. You're like, okay, something's happened.
Oh.
And this sounds crazy too, but we had this blimp. So you know, like the blimps, you don't see them anymore.
No, you don't.
No.
Yeah.
We had a blimp that would be above the base the whole time, and that is monitoring anything that left the ground.
Wow.
So we'd have rockets flying in. So the
Yeah.
locals not locals, sorry, the bad people
Yeah,
would try to shoot rockets into our base, and then that blimp would pick it up, and it would go incoming, 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 and we'd just have to drop to the floor and just lie down and just look down, and then as soon as you could get inside. But they were
Wow.
always really bad at aiming. So the
Yeah.
closest one got to the gate.
That's
Now,
good, I guess.
none landed in
Good for you.
in the base while I was there, but it was just like, and then once I left, I was in Dubai for a little bit, and Dubai is like the training area before you go. So there's a big base in Dubai, and they were practicing something, and some big round boom went off, and I just dropped to the floor. Like it was just automatic
Instant
response, and that was just
reaction.
me just being on
Yeah.
base. So I can only imagine that the
Wow.
guys who
Yeah.
and the ladies are now are actually out the front line, what they
Be
come
full
back
on.
with. Yeah.
Do you find this might be too much, but
Mhm.
do you find you have any PTSD or trauma from when you were there?
I don't because I did have a good experience there, but I worked with someone who was an admin clerk.
Yeah.
So he was, just office work, and he just happened to go to our medical centre to pick up Panadol.
Oh no.
And when he went in there, they'd brought in a local kid that had been caught in the action, and
Oh.
that scarred him, and he
Yeah.
ended up getting out of defence from that.
Of course.
But my husband, Andrew, he was in the Navy. He, yes, I went to Afghanistan, but he did a lot more harder things out of Darwin.
Yeah, wow.
So
Okay.
yeah, he was on the boats, patrol boats. So they were catching any refugees coming in,
Yeah.
and the refugee boats were not made to last
Yeah.
the trip. Unfortunately, they were sold a bad story, and they got on these little boats thinking they were getting on big cruise boats, but they weren't. They were on
Oh.
little tiny boats.
Yeah.
And he's had to pull all sorts of things out of the sea,
Yeah.
and had
Yeah.
kids thrown at him, and he
Yeah, that's full
every
on.
now and then we've watched stuff, and he's just had to turn it off. So
yeah,
he's
absolutely.
been affected by it, but he's not recognised as much as I am
Yeah.
because he wasn't in a war zone,
Yeah.
but he dealt with. a
But
lot
at least
more.
you're understanding though
Yeah.
of that situation.
Oh, for sure.
Yes,
You
so-
are like, okay,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not watching the rest of this movie because it's too traumatizing.
It's too
We
much.
can
Yeah.
turn it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So-
Yeah.
but no, overall,
Yeah.
the defence was a good thing for me. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Especially that time in your life. When
Yeah,
you needed it,
yeah.
and
And
it was.
again, pushed me out of comfort zones and did things I never thought I'd do.
Yeah,
I
it's
do
a
like
fun
the
one.
funny story side of that though.
Yes.
Is Anzac Day when you and your husband both
Mhm.
go and celebrate it. And
Yes.
You've got more medals.
I
than
do.
him.
Yeah, I love that. Yes,
Yes, I
queen.
do.
Yeah.
I do. I have 5. He's got 3.
Yeah.
And the kids remind him of that all the time.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
good. I love that. Yeah.
The other thing that is becoming probably less of a problem, but it happens to me every Anzac Day when I am wearing my medals, and I'm really conscious about wearing them. I don't know why. I just feel like I'm showing off, but I will wear them.
Wear
And
them with pride.
I
Yeah,
do,
you
but it
should.
happens all the time where people ask, are they your grandpa's? Or are
Yeah.
they, I'm like, no, they're mine. Like, it just
Yeah.
needs to, it's probably becoming more common now that more women are in the defence, but it's probably the old generation aren't used to it and they just assume.
But enlighten the listeners. What side do you wear them if you have
they are
earned
on
them?
your left side, it's closest to your heart. So that means
Yes.
you earned them.
There you go,
If
everyone.
you're wearing them on your right, that's your family. So you're wearing on behalf of someone.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Yes.
I never knew
Yeah,
that.
see, I think if we share that,
Yeah,
because
so
I learned that
yeah.
from Amy on Insight
Yes.
Day.
Yeah, so on your left side, close to your heart,
Yeah.
they're yours.
Yeah.
It's the same with the Aussie flag that's on the uniform that's on the left. It's closest to our heart.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, there you go. That's a fun fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good.
Fantastic.
All right. Yes. Well, thank you everyone for listening.
Yes, and
Joining
thank you,
us.
Amy, so much for joining us.
Thanks
We
so
have
much
had
for
so
having
much fun
It's
this
so much fun.
episode. We've learnt so much about
Yes,
your
we
business.
have. We'll put all of Amy's socials in the episode thread, tag her, all of that jazz.
Absolutely. If you want to look at it, what was the new skincare you like?
Microbiome.
There we go.
Big
Shout out
sciencey
to-
word.
Yep.
Yeah.
Amy's page and get in contact with her
Yeah,
if you
for
want
sure.
stuff from it. It's already in my cart.
Yes.
But yes, absolutely. Follow Amy on the socials. Follow us.
Like and follow.
Us on
Yeah.
our
Follow
socials.
us.
Yes. And we hope to hear from
Hear from
see
you
you
all.
next
Yeah. Ciao.
next week.
That's right.
Yeah.
Cool. Ciao, ciao, bitches.
Make good choices.